the formula for wealth is you get competent, you learn how to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to protect the money from a tax perspective.
Right.
And then you make it grow. So for me, my goal was always to get to real estate through construction. It was always the goal.
Always real estate.
It was always real
Okay.
estate. But if you really study real estate, and everybody has their own way. So I'm not dissing it. Anybody that starts off and they buy single family houses or whatever, that's fine. But the property I just bought, I'll give you an example, 3.7 million, 64 units, you know, we're going to raise the rents. But what I really, really, really want is the depreciation against my active income in the construction business.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Robert Kiyosaki talks about this a lot. He's like, what you want it to get wealthy is you want good debt. Good debt cash flows and depreciates.
Okay. Like good debt. Explain that.
Yeah, good debt. So good debt is like my property, let's say it's around an 8 cap. So
Okay.
I'm going to get positive cash flow from it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire an engineer to do a cost segregation study and depreciate the property.
I see.
So Tom Wheelwright has a book called Tax-Free Wealth. And his goal of the book, in my opinion, is to get people to look at the IRS as a partner, not somebody stealing from them.
Right. That's a huge shift.
It is a major shift. And the reason it's a major shift is that the government knows they're slow. They know the private sector is substantially faster and will work more efficiently than they will.
Right.
So instead of them going out and trying to do it themselves, they'll create tax breaks or depreciations.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, if I buy my property and it cash flows and I depreciate it, let's say the depreciation goes past the cash flow, just for an example.
Yeah.
So that means all that money I made, I don't pay taxes on.
Right.
Anything that's left over, I can put against my active income in my business.
Okay.
So let's say I'm an S Corp and I am.
Yeah.
I take a salary. I get to save money because like when you're an employee of your own business, I don't have to match FICA, Medicaid, so you save like 7%, right?
Right.
But I'm still in a pretty good tax bracket, right? So all that leftover depreciation
Comes off the top of that.
comes off of that.
Yeah.
So let's say that's an extra 20 grand. So I pay, so my taxable income is 20 grand less. So I want as much debt as I can get so I can depreciate
Right.
against my active income.
I see.
And that's why guys like Trump don't want to show their taxes, not because he broke any laws, just because
Right.
he's going to piss people off.